What it do? What it do? What it do? Y'all know what it is. It's your boy. Yeah, I almost said Bandit. And this is the college football playoff show. And we got a lot to talk about. A lot. But before we start today's show, let's introduce the panel I have with me today. Starting with Rich.
What up, though, y'all? My team ain't in it, but I still like college football, but it's still forever. Go blue.
Money Grove.
Money Grove, man. My team ain't in it, but hey. It's still wrong time.
Chris.
Well, my team never had a chance, so go green, go white.
Jamal.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Jamal. My team is in it. So we got 2 more wins. Let's go, Canes. OHNO.
Man, you have like the weirdest like spectrum of teams you like. You like the Patriots and the fucking Hurricanes.
He went to
I'm
Miami.
a Miami
yeah.
Hurricane alum.
Ah, okay. All right, then. Well, I retract my statement then.
Jay
Makes
said,
it-
"Let's
ma-
pack my lunch and go home."
Right. That makes a lot more sense because I don't think I've ever met like a Patriots fan and a Hurricane fan. Like that just doesn't go together. My team was in it, but they got eliminated. After all that fucking jaw and I fucking did, they go out and fucking get beat. But hey, look, man. Are we gonna recap that game? Because what I'll say is, man, the way we lost, man. I can't really be disappointed because that son of a bitch Trinidad Chambers played his ass off. That is one of the best like performances I've seen from a quarterback in a long time in a playoff game.
Glad you get that off your chest right now. We got a new guest today. I'm gonna let him introduce yourself. Go ahead, Trey.
Yeah, man, this is Tremaine, man. I'm straight from Alabama, but I'm not on Roll Tide. I'm just all SEC. You know what I mean? So this weekend I'm going to Ole Miss. I got to change the heart of the game. So we'll talk more about it and just introduce myself right now.
Appreciate you coming on. And Miss Miami herself.
Hi, everybody. I'm a little sick. I'm a little under the weather, but I'm here, and I'm here for Broward. I'm here for Miami. I'm here for all of South Florida. So thank you for having me.
All right. So, a lot of stuff happening crazy down in college football this weekend. First game we're going to talk about is the Miami Hurricanes beating Ohio State Buckeyes 24-14. Jamal.
You just want to get this out of the way soon, don't you?
I would too.
Normally you save your game for last.
Nah, Chris, you know me. Jamal, Miami Hurricanes beat Ohio State, man. How you feeling this week, first of all?
You know what? Like I said before, if Carson Beck just manages the game and doesn't do anything that's out of the ordinary for him and doesn't do anything stupid, Miami has a chance to win this game. The defense did its part, But I will say this though, hey, that Jeremiah Smith, he
different.
In my mind, he was the only one on Ohio State who came to play. In my book, he really did, because Ohio State had chances and they just didn't capitalize on them. Come on, this man torched us for 157 yards and a touchdown. Come on now.
Block too, though.
Yeah. Well, the key block, that was the one thing. The key block that he missed on that screen play, didn't. You know what I'm saying? That hurt. I think Ohio State. I don't know if Ohio State underestimated Miami, but Miami had a lot to play for. Okay. Like I said, Carson Beck did what he's supposed to do. The defense did what they supposed to do, and we came out and won. So now we go from being the team that, thinking, oh, there's Miami, Carson Beck, he gonna turn back into the old Carson Beck, which it can still happen, which I hope it don't. But now they're they're the favorite, So we gonna see. It's different going. It's different from going from the hunter to the now the hunted. They may not be the favorite to win it all right now, but they're up there. They're the second favorite. So, but we'll talk about that a little later. But yeah, I feel good. I like our chances tomorrow. We just come out and play our game. Let's get rid of that mystique of playing in the Fiesta Bowl because the last two Fiesta Bowls we played in were heartbreaking losses. So we need to get that mystique off our back also too.
Miss Miami, talk your shit.
I'm not really going to talk a lot of trash tonight because I don't want to get ahead of myself. But I
They
will
got
say,
you sick. They got you sick. No, just playing.
but I will say, like for Miami fans, I think this is just a big moment for us because we have some PTSD. We used to losing. We used to, losing games that we should have won. So I feel like we're finally at a point where we're actually where we need to be. I feel like that game, I mean, it was a beautiful game. I mean, what can I say?
It was a
When
beautiful
Keontae Scott ran it back, it was, I don't know. I really enjoyed that game. Like I rewatched it over and over again. And Ohio State is just, they talk so much, y'all talk so much trash. And
We did.
to me,
I had to eat crow.
it was
I
one of
had to
those
eat crow.
things where Ohio State looked like such a beautiful team. I mean, Jeremiah Smith, I mean, he's like a man among boys, but it looked like the team from the movies. And then when we got there, we were just like smashing y'all in the mouth. And so we came to play, and I felt like Ohio State looked like the team that was gonna win. They had all the, they had all the weaponry, but they couldn't get it done because they weren't doing little things like Jeremiah Smith when he misses that block. I mean, that's a big miss, and he's 6'3". So I'm like, we got Malachi Tony hitting blocks, and everybody who's seen him said he's not actually 5'11". He's probably shorter. He's tiny. So, but he's blocking. He's doing everything he can do. And then you have people like Jeremiah Smith I mean, he can stop anybody as big as he is, but it's the little things that I think Miami does well. And once again, because I told y'all, I said the thing about Miami is Miami find different ways to win. So you watched Brown running in for the touchdown. So we got different people that we can use that we can substitute to get the job done. So I love how Miami is playing because this is Miami football. This is how we play football down south. So we have fun, we do what we have to do, and then we talk our trash after the game.
This isn't just Miami football. This is the U. It's a difference.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a
Yep.
difference. So,
Mhm.
and and to your statement, it wasn't just Ohio State fans that was talking mad crap. It
Mhm.
was your host. It was your host right here who was flooding everybody's damn page on Facebook with all this Ohio State this and all this Ohio State that, and we stood back and look what happened.
Mhm. Mhm.
Oh,
They quiet now.
shit.
They quiet
You,
now.
you, 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 you ever heard of the saying? It's the quiet ones you got to worry about.
Yep. Mhm.
They found out.
They quiet now. They found a lesson. They got a lesson. Cause see, you gotta wait to talk the trash. You gotta let your game speak for you. So you gotta wait.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly.
the
That must
the
be an
game panned
ACC
out
thing.
the way I said Miami could win is how they won. I said it was the front seven, which the front seven dominated Ohio soft in the trenches.
Our left tackle is trash.
Uh, your whole line was beat. Julius saying hadn't had pressure in his face all year long. Soon as he got pressure in his face, you seen what happened. And also, I said Carson Beck. All he had to do is game manage, not turn the ball over. That's what he did.
You also picked Ohio State to win, so don't give yourself all credit like that. Go ahead.
I know that's a lie.
That's a lie.
I know that's a lie.
It's on
Rich has said
camera.
on multiple occasions he will never pick Ohio. He said he would pick the school of blind girls before he would pick Ohio State.
I
I know
might have
that
been
for a
Jeremy.
fact.
It might have been Jeremy.
I know.
My bad.
Yeah, don't. Dave
I know
knows me
better
better
than
than that.
that. Yeah, I know better than that.
He said the blinded girls.
Anybody else's thoughts on their Miami beating Ohio State?
Yeah. I give credit to the defense more than I do the offense in that game for Miami. Um,
Oh
if
yeah.
you kind of, and it's really Miami's running game really more than it is Beck. Uh, if you look at what Miami's doing, I compare it to what what Michigan did when they went on their run and they won the Natty. They put the control of the game in their with their defense and their running game. They kind of took the ball out of JJ McCarthy's hands to an extent, kind of like what Miami's doing with Beck. They're leaning on Miami's defense and their running game. And if they keep leaning on that defense, man, they could end up in the big game. They really could. That defense is something else.
I will tell you what. I can't pronounce his name, but I know a position he plays. That right tackle for Miami made him some money after that game. He shot
Mayuga
up
or whatever.
He shot up the boards.
Yeah.
I've seen him as high as 5. Like he has shot up the boards.
I would love to have him. I would love to have that kid.
All right. Next game we're gonna talk about. Oregon Ducks beat Texas Tech. 23-0. Go ahead, Trey.
Let me get some of that, man. Let me get some of this. Like,
You got it.
I want to say something about the Ohio State and Miami game too, man. Because
Go ahead.
well, to me, I wouldn't feel bad if I was a Buckeye fan or a Miami fan because both defenses played their butts off. It was all about, to me, how I looked at it, who made the mistakes the most, who's gonna lose that game. Because both teams got good, excellent running backs. You know what I'm saying? Both talents on both sides of the ball. But like I was saying, like Miami Hurricanes offensive line really was coming off the ball. You know what I'm saying? So that was a tough game to me. I like that whole game. But there was a heavyweight fight. But now I'm gonna move over to we say Texas and Oregon.
Yeah.
Okay. Oregon, no, Texas Tech. Let's start with them. Texas Tech looked
Mm.
flat. They looked flat. Um, like to me, how they got in the tournament and everything, it was their running game. And their defense showed up when they needed to show up and keep positions. But when they played against Oregon, man, it was just like both their defenses, like Oregon and Texas Tech defenses, was really just showing up. It was making Oregon offense, supposed to offense to really score points on the board. So, and then they was winning by field goals. I think did Oregon score a touchdown? Did they score a touchdown? It was all field goals. I think it was just one touchdown.
I think they got one touchdown, I believe.
Yeah, they got one touchdown. Yeah. So to me, overall, man, Texas Tech just looked real flat to me because who they played the first round because they there was a bye with them or they would
Yeah,
who
they
played?
were
Bye week.
Tech had a bye week.
Yeah,
They had a bye week. Yeah, so they probably a little rusty with probably
They gotta
trying
get
to
rid of that bye week.
if they were trying to find their rhythm. They were pretty much trying to find their rhythm, but overall to me, they played Oregon the best way they could, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But both defenses showed up in that ball game to me. That's just my opinion.
Texas Tech kept shooting themselves in the foot. Every time they'd make a drive, man, they'd get down there and they'd either get a turnover on downs or be a turnover period by an interception or a loose ball. Texas Tech, man, and that quarterback, I don't know what he was thinking most of the time. He threw a lot of bad passes. That Oregon defense, a lot better than I thought. Like a lot better. That corner, that freshman corner, the guy who had 2 picks and a fumble recovery.
Oh yeah,
he played well. That kid's gonna be special going forward. I'm still not a believer in Oregon. Because I'm not really a believer in Dante Moore. I think I really hope he goes back to school, but I don't think he will. But Oregon, if you can limit their explosive plays, you have a chance to beat them. And Texas Tech didn't do that at times. The other hand, that Texas Tech defense, man, they got some monsters over there. They got some fucking monsters on that Texas Tech defense.
I think we gotta get rid of this bye week shit, man. Hey,
No,
They're
I
gonna.
don't want to hear that either.
I
Because
think that
the national championship
Indiana
last
won.
year with.
they're gonna.
It's a proven fact that it's not.
It's coaching.
Yeah.
It's something that's
Indiana won. Indiana won.
That's 1 for what? 1 for 8 or 1 for 1 for 8, 1 for 6.
1 for 8, bro.
Hey, oh well.
Oregon is gonna give Indiana fits because they gave them fits the first time they played. They're gonna give them fits in this game too. This is gonna be the tough. This is gonna be another one. This is gonna be the toughest game Indiana played probably all season.
Man, come on, man. Indiana gonna drive the ball down their throats, north and south running in between the tackles. Defense just gonna show up because Oregon looked pitiful to me when they played against Texas Tech. So you want to kick all three, you want to kick 2 field goals and score 1 touchdown on 1 possession, and y'all they played flat as well. If Texas Tech to me had a little bit more momentum on their side, I believe they would give Oregon a go. But I see Indiana pretty much destroying these guys by 14 points. Maybe 21 because I'm looking for they running backs. I forgot them guys' name. They gonna run the hell out that football in between them tackles, run down their throat. The defense is gonna annihilate them. I don't see nobody pretty much scoring no points on Indiana. If they might lucky to get 7 because the game is like a -3.5. So I don't think it's going to be a heavyweight fight, but because Oregon defense, even though I give them a little respect, they gonna show up. But hey, Indiana gonna be too much. They gonna just grind them out like they did Alabama. Like I tried to tell Cook, they just gonna grind them out.
You ready to talk about Alabama? You ready to talk about Indiana? We still talking about Oregon and Texas Tech. You just ready. We know you got Indiana.
I mean, I'll be telling the truth. I'll be telling the truth, man. And then see. All y'all Miami Hurricane fans, let me give you a rude awakening about Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Y'all must be forgetting about Trinidad old
Chambers.
quarterback Trinidad Chambers, yes.
Chambers.
And see, I strongly believe when they play against Miami, it's gonna be all about who's gonna have the key possession and who gonna make the most mistakes in that game. Because you got 2 qualified running backs they got. I don't know the guy's name because I don't want to murder nobody's name. But I know Lacey from Ole Miss. That dude's just flat out fast. Flat out north and south running, good runner. They Ole Miss coming out the ball. Ole Miss, like I had to rethink what I was saying, bro. But I said, man, Ole Miss playing like they on the mission, and to match up with. Like when they match up against Miami front 7, man, it's gonna be kind of tough. But if Ole Miss get off the football, y'all gonna have a long night, man, with defense. So I promise you, Trinidad gonna shred their defense like no other. I'm putting my money on Ole Miss. That's what I'm riding with.
How much you putting on it?
I ain't putting nothing on it. I ain't putting nothing on it. I know for a fact.
No, you said you putting your money on Ole Miss. How much you want to?
Oh,
No, I'm not putting no money. I'm not putting no money on
See?
it, bro.
Don't sound convincing to me.
I'm convinced. Cause you think. Hold on, bro. Y'all see, man. Look here. You still talking about the SEC, bro? Look how long y'all it took y'all bus to show up. Man, we've been running this game for 15, 20 years now. Put some respect on the SEC,
we
bro.
have.
No, we know about the we know we know about we know about the SEC, but we know about the SEC.
Y'all ain't been
Big
relevant
10,
since
bro.
Chris
Come on
Porter.
now.
Y'all ain't
Rich telling me about
been
the Big 10.
y'all ain't
The
been
last
relevant
3
since
national
Chris
championships
Porter.
came from where?
Man, come on, bro.
3 10. Get y'all rep
Hey.
up, bro, little ass dude. Feel me? And I don't even rep
We
with
beat
Michigan like that.
Michigan and
We got 18
we
national
beat
championships.
Alabama without a passing game. Man, I don't want to hear that.
We got 18 national championships.
What about your 2? What about Michigan's 2 losses to both SEC teams they played this year?
That's this.
What happened to that?
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, also,
SEC is
my
the
coach is more
best
worried.
conference
He
in
was
the
hanging
nation,
out with
bro.
Zion Williamson and more worried about OnlyFans. Hey, I can't help that.
You weren't using that excuse during the middle of the season, so you can't use that now.
Because
You
we
weren't
didn't
saying you.
know.
That's
Nah,
it.
nah, 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 nah,
He went
nah,
on.
nah.
He went on OnlyFans. He was on
Rich, you
bullshit.
were all about, it's not, come on, I'm not blaming more. And then that shit comes out and you're like, oh, yeah, 100% Moore's fault. Nah,
Hey,
nah,
listen,
nah.
so
Ain't
it's
doing
more.
that.
He went on.
That he's when it's coming out after all this shit done that he's texting women and shit at fucking halftime. Come on, that shows everything.
Hey, he
Players
wasn't
still
on
got to make plays,
OnlyFans.
man.
He
What
wasn't
Can
on
we stay on
OnlyFans.
the stay on the topic of the football game, y'all?
He wasn't
I
on
mean,
OnlyFans. He was on
Yeah,
campus.
That's
because I
what I
could
was
go
gonna
on and
say.
on about
They
that.
always
Yeah,
they always
I'm
get
just
Miami.
thinking.
Miami always coming up. We weren't even talking about Miami, but y'all always think about Miami.
Don't trust me. Don't nobody
Man,
think
y'all
about
ain't been
Miami.
relevant.
Y'all ain't
Y'all
been
ain't been
I'm
relevant
relevant in
since I
saying,
2
was in middle
but
decades.
school.
Tremaine was
Y'all ain't been
bringing up
relevant 2 decades,
Miami.
man.
We weren't even on Miami.
Look,
off the
the-
rails.
Per
all
usual.
right,
Get together, Bandit.
let me get it back
Hey,
together.
man,
I
Michael
just had
Irvin
everybody
made
vent
the
real
wood
quick.
work.
All right, let's talk about Indiana beating Miami. Yeah, Money Grill, where you at? Where you at? What
Man,
happened, bro?
Indiana beat Alabama.
man, they got their hand whooped, man. No ifs, and buts about it.
Here we go with this delusional stuff. Here we go. Let me.
They got whooped, man. Indiana came to play. You know, the only good thing about that game I seen was Austin Mack. Just let me know what the quarterback gonna look like next year. That's all.
He gonna
Yeah,
look the same
Simpson, he
way. A
transferred.
whole
I'm
lot
gonna
of
talk about the
nothing.
transfer reporter too. My bad. Go ahead.
He gonna look like the whole lot of nothing.
Now Austin
Almost,
Mack was all right. Man, he
bro.
got a first down.
Look, man, what? Come
He
on,
got them
bro.
a field goal.
Like,
That's why they got the field goal because
Come
Austin
on,
Mack.
bro.
I ain't
Come
doing
on,
I
that.
mean,
bro.
he kind of
Come
right
on,
though.
bro.
He did more than Simpson the whole night. He got him points.
I ain't do that at
Well,
all.
bro, that ain't impressive to me because you moved down the ball one time, but you got a field goal out of possession. Come on,
That's a
bro.
lot better than the starter did. Got to give him credit where credit's
Man,
due, man.
I agree with you, bro. But at the same time, Ty Simpson, man, I've been talking about this crowd
He going to the
all
NFL. We
season
ain't worried
long.
about Ty Simpson no more.
That's a
Man, come
mistake.
on, bro. Nobody don't need to draft him. Not even the Cleveland Browns don't need to draft him. Nobody. No
But
man,
ain't
I'm talking
gonna
about
get
nobody.
Somebody told me he was a
Snore.
first round pick. I'm like,
Right,
yikes.
right. The who? The
first round
Raiders?
pick. Oh man,
Not
they
for no,
tripped.
not first overall, first round. A
I
first
don't see
round
that.
pick, not
I don't
first
see that.
overall.
I don't see that.
I don't either, but hey,
Oh my
But you
God.
know what though? Alabama's biggest problem this year was they couldn't run the ball. And when you can't run the ball, it's
Exactly.
gonna be hard to pass the ball.
Man, the
Exactly.
whole team suck, man. Come on now.
Exactly. Exactly.
hey, as a Georgia fan, I ain't gonna argue against that.
Man, we squeezed in there. I ain't gonna lie to you,
Bro,
man,
you
because
can
I
you can say
thought
what
we
you
ain't
want to
supposed to
say,
be in there.
man. But I've been
You can,
saying this all season long.
Yeah,
The
Cole been
whole
saying
season.
on my page, on my football reaction page, he been saying it.
Y'all delusional, dude. I'm gonna let y'all have that.
I don't know, man. Alabama had a
I,
hell of a
Y'all
schedule
let me
this year,
know.
and they got
so
Y'all
I
let me
guys.
know. Y'all come back to reality. Y'all let me know. I'm gonna hush my mouth.
so
Y'all let
I
y'all talk.
so I got a question. So I got a question. So do you believe if Nick Saban was coaching this Alabama team, would the same result would have happened?
Hell
Hell
no, roll
no.
tide. He wasn't at the
Nope.
Hell
championship.
no.
No.
That's the
Yeah, I do.
conversation.
Be
That's the
real with
conversation.
you.
I do because they're
Them
still
players ain't gonna
they're
be on the
they're
field when
still
Nick
soft.
Saban
They're
was
still soft in the trenches. They're still soft in the trenches. They still can't run the ball. Unless Nick Saban hits the fountain of youth, is going to go out there and run the football. I don't think he would have made a difference. Understand coaching makes a huge difference, but you still don't have the players. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like we seen Bill
But
Belichick. We seen Bill Belichick, one of the greatest coaches of all time. You know, and then once he lost Tom Brady and everybody else who left New England, and he still had players. Come on, man, they were sorry. So, like the players that Alabama has aren't really like the same type of Alabama players we're used to seeing, if you know what I mean.
yeah, it's a
yeah.
totally different time too as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
We ain't
you
got
got
them
to
dogs no
realize
more.
that
There was some Powerpuff Girls this year. I
Mm-hmm.
seen that.
they was something, but I don't know what hell they was, but they need to get it. They need a reconstruction. They need,
I'll tell you
they need
what
to
needs to
find.
be done is the study of the fall off this year of Ryan Williams, man. He has regressed tremendously.
That nail polish is weighing his hands down, so he can't catch.
Because he remember his freshman year, he was like 1A, 1B with Jeremiah Smith. Then after this year, Jeremiah Smith is way up here. He down there with Samaj Morgan, man. Like, what are we doing?
Damn, no, don't do that to him. He ain't that low. He ain't that low. Hey, if Ryan Williams could play Georgia every single week, the dude would be the first overall pick in the NFL draft. Because every time we play fucking Alabama, that motherfucker has a game against us. I don't know what it is, but he just has a game against us.
Chris, man, your thoughts, man.
Go ahead.
You want my thoughts on a college sport? I have all I can tell you is that I got a soldier in my office that's rooting for Miami, and that's the team I'm pulling for through this whole thing. That's it. That's all I got. I don't watch college football very often.
He over here just monitoring and make sure we ain't doing no fuck ups.
Nah, y'all are good. You guys are smart dudes. So, well, maybe smart asses, some of you, but yeah, I mean.
Oh man, we had one guy a few weeks ago who picked George Madison to beat up on Oregon. So I don't know about that smart part, man.
Yeah, I don't either about that.
I always root for the underdog. Y'all know I always root for the underdog. We already went through this, Jamal.
No wonder you're an Ohio State fan, because man, nobody thinks Ohio State.
It's a difference between rooting for the underdog and man.
Right now, so I don't even want to hear it, bro.
Hey, tell me when the last back-to-back national champion was. I'll wait. Go ahead, I'll wait.
Last year. Yeah, last year.
Yeah, well, you guys couldn't go back-to-back.
Right,
Another team failed trying to go back-to-back.
It don't matter, bro. We just lost in the same round. We in the same boat. We both took the same tickets to Cancun, bro.
Y'all looked a hell of a lot worse than we did. Y'all looked a hell of a lot worse than we did.
We look. Okay.
Now we have on the couch.
Last back-to-back national champion was that USC back in the day?
That was Georgia.
Georgia. I'm sorry. Yeah, my fault.
You know, they didn't remember that.
Right. You went a little way. You went way far back. I think Alabama would have been before that.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, I think Bama had a chance to go. Bama had a chance to go for a three-peat, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, I forgot who they lost to.
Was it either Clemson? I think it was Clemson.
It was Clemson. Trevor Lawrence did it.
It wasn't the Deshaun. No, Deshaun Watson didn't win a national championship. Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
so it may have been Deshaun Watson who beat him.
It was Deshaun. It was Deshaun Watson. He was about to say Deshaun won one.
Yeah.
It was Deshaun Watson.
Well, they think you want to talk shit about your Georgia Bulldogs. Let's talk about your Georgia Bulldogs. They lost to Ole Miss 39-34. How about that?
That's a hell of a game.
I think that was the best game of the weekend, and that's not even trying to like be a homer. But if you if you looked at all the other games compared to that one, like all the other games, you kind of like knew who was going to win. Now the whole game. The Georgia Ole Miss game was back and forth.
I would say the game was a dog fight. Don't play like that.
Man, everybody knew Miami was going to.
In the fourth quarter.
No, that shit was over. That shit was over the minute Miami went up 14-0.
We came back, gang. We was down
the minute Keontae Scott jumped that fucking. The minute he jumped that screen row, I knew it was over. I was like, oh, they already know what Ohio State's trying to do. They already knew. But anyways, back to an actual college, not named Ohio Soft. I'll tell you what, both those quarterbacks, man, both Gunner and Chambliss made plays when they needed to. Chambliss just happened to make more. And that dude, man, he played at such an elite level. That game, I was not surprised to actually see them win the game. It sucked. But the way Chambliss was playing, especially that whole fourth quarter, I knew that I figured, I was like, Ole Miss is going to find a way to win this game. And sure shit, he threw that last pass, put them in field goal range. And it was tough to watch, but it was like, hey, this kid's got some moxie to him.
You think Georgia took their foot off the gas when they thought they had a lead in the fourth quarter? They're like, oh, Ole Miss ain't going to do nothing against us.
I think what they did, especially on that last drive, is I don't understand playing press man with single high safety with the safety on the opposite side of the field when you got trips trips receivers on the opposite side. I mean, all Chambliss had to do was just chuck that up, and that receiver had been meeting man coverage all night. And I'll never understand that defensive call right there.
Rich, your thoughts on the Ole Miss Georgia game?
Yeah, I mean that was a hell of a game, man, and man, you got to give credit to the kids at Ole Miss, man, and everything, because you got coaches that are one day they're coaching a playoff game, and then the next day they're in LSU recruiting, and then they back.
Baby.
Another reason why I said, man, they got this whole college shit, the way it's structured with the portal and the coaching. It's got to be an exam. It's a damn mess. But anyways,
It is for sure.
But these kids, they got you don't think deep down they want to prove that they can win without their coach? I mean, and a guy like Chambliss, your leader, I mean, he was the 80th ranked quarterback, 800th ranked player overall coming out of the portal.
Crazy.
Shit, like he knows adversity. Like, he wasn't the starter, beat out the starter. And
no, he didn't beat out the starter. The starter got hurt. My bad.
Well, he still beat him out though, because the starter never got his job back.
Right.
When it's your turn to play, man, hey, take advantage of it. Because if you don't play well enough in the starter when he's healthy, he's gonna take his job back.
Yep.
So I mean, this kid knows adversity. So I mean, this shit ain't nothing to him, really. But man, he's a special player. I've seen several games of his, and he don't give a damn. He's not gonna be rattled. I mean, it was a hell of a game.
Would you say it was the best game of the weekend last weekend, Rich?
Oh, here you go.
Two. No, like I'm not even trying to be a homer. I'm just like, as a football person, you ain't telling me that wasn't the best, most exciting game to watch all weekend.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. So it's depend what you want, right? Like, because the two best games, the other one is Ohio soft and Miami. If because that was a defensive battle.
Right.
This one was a shootout. So I mean, they're both good in their own perspective. You know what I mean? It depends what you want. Just like baseball, right? You want an 8 to 9 game, which those are fun to watch. But hell, if you're a real baseball enthusiast, a 1-0 game, a pitcher's duel is good too. So it's all depends what you want, right, Dave?
Yeah, you're right.
So
I like shootouts. I think they're fun. I think they're more entertaining.
I mean, they're fun,
Or knock the helmet off defense.
But it was definitely and I was trolling you, so I loved it.
I know you did, asshole. But hey, how can you hate from outside of the club and you can't even get in? I mean, what's going on?
You know me?
Rich has done more chirping for a team that's not even there than some of the people that like fans I know of some of the schools that are there.
Bro, did you see the goddamn live watch party, bro?
No, I don't do watch party. I can't do those. Oh, in y'all's game? Yeah, I've seen that. I've watched that a couple times.
Man, God, bro.
Hey, that's some fun shit, man. I learned from Dave, man. He taught me well.
Yeah, hate watching's fun. Unless they're doing good and it's like, well, damn. Or they just know, or like, or they just know that they're playing like shit and you're like, damn, I can't even troll them. Like, they know they're playing like shit.
Yeah, when we had the Michigan Ohio soft one, I couldn't do shit. I'm like, fuck, I can't say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I just got to take this on the chin.
Trey, your thoughts on the Ole Miss Georgia game?
Like I said, man, it was a hell of a game. Even though the scores might have been high, but them guys played defense, bro. It was just all about who's gonna like make the most mistakes or who's gonna get beat. To me, both of them guys played, bro. I mean, both quarterbacks played from Georgia and Ole Miss. Them guys played, bro. That was about the best game that weekend. Besides Alabama getting blown out, which I was trying to tell people. But anyway,
That was nice to see.
but that was the best
Groove went to
game.
sleep at halftime. He said, "Fuck this, I'm done."
Yeah.
I saw watching after halftime.
Yeah.
You still picking Gunnar Stockton over Carson Beck every time?
100%, 7 days a week, twice on Sundays, bro. Twice on because in that game right there, man, Beck's thrown at least 2 picks. Guarantee he's thrown at least 2 picks. You ask him to throw as much as Gunnar had to throw, you're setting yourself up to have a Carson Beck interception or 2. You really are.
All right, let's get to the next topic before we get to these game predictions. Let's talk about the transfer portal. Man. I always got to do something controversial.
Rumor has it 3 people just entered the transfer portal as you said that.
It's going crazy, bro. We got shout out to Bryce Underwood for being solid and stand you through it. You feel me? I do give him respect for that. You feel me? I do.
I want to let me ask a question real quick though. Rich, did you really think he was going to leave? Was there like any doubt that you actually thought that he was going to leave?
Well, if we did not have the hookup we did have, I probably would have. But having that inside kept, I mean, obviously I wanted to hear the, actual, but hell, we knew he was coming to Michigan before it was even out. Like, so We've had a little inside. So, I mean, that's a little comforting, but, it was the other ones that I was, Jordan Marshall, Andrew Marsh. That was like the big, because I mean, hell, we don't have freaking receivers as is. Like, we can't afford to lose our receiver, No. But and a lot of guys that the only one that we've lost that is substance is Solomon. The linebacker to Oklahoma. They gave him $1 million. Hey, good for him. Like, he was only making $28,000. That's a nice little pay raise.
Grayson, you finna play football, bro. You ain't even got to go pro. Just be a third linebacker. You bring home $1 million, bro. You be straight.
But our best.
Can you kick it? You might get $400,000. Come on, man.
Our best lineman who entered the portal. He must have got paid. He came back. Like most of our Zeke Berry who entered, he came back. I think the coaching's going to be better. Because I mean that's what it's about, right? Like at the end of the day, these kids, they got goals where they want to go, and you got to be coached, man. That coaching we had last year was abysmal, man. Like. Abysmal. Like there was really no progression from Bryce Underwood from day one, from game 1 to game 13.
It got worse. He got worse.
He played better when Shamora wasn't even on the sideline.
But but it's like mechanic, and Witt even talked about it. There's mechanics, there's little things. Beck is a good offensive coordinator. They went and got Coy Detmer Jr., a quarterback coach, which I think is real important, but the one that the thing that I want to talk about the most about this portal, other than 30%, I think 31% of college kids are in the portal right now. That's absolutely nuts. I mean, that's huge. This Desmond Williams thing, man, that's crazy. The Washington quarterback, like that, it's about to get ugly. You guys know what I'm talking about?
No, let us know. I'm off.
So
I'm not familiar with that, but I know Alabama, like the 600-pound guys, they losing weight like diarrhea. They losing players left and right.
So
they lost about 14 players today.
So the
gained some players too now.
That ain't about shit.
The quarterback.
Go ahead, Rich. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Rich. I'm sorry, Rich.
Desmond Williams from Washington signed a deal 4 days, I think 3 or 4 days ago,
Oh,
to
I
go
heard
back
about
to
that.
Washington for $4 million. Last night, during the funeral of a Washington player, he entered himself in the portal. Said he wants to be released because a team is tampering with him, and it's rumored to be LSU for $6 million. When at the time it came out, Sam Levitt, the Arizona State quarterback, is sitting at the basketball game on the sideline with Lane Kiffin, reading it. And there's language in the contract stating that that he signed that he cannot enter the portal. Washington's refusing to put his name in the portal. Oh, it's about to get ugly. But I mean, man, you sign a contract, there's language in it. Man, you got it. And in these teams, you shouldn't be able to tamper up. Man, they got to come up with some type of system, man, because the system at hand right now,
There's
it's
ways
horrible.
out. There's ways out of those contracts, but I mean, because they're not. Some of those contracts are just like, okay, well, fine, you got me that contract. I'm just gonna unenroll from the college. I'll wait, and then I'll go enroll in another college. Back in the day, I say that like because it's only been a few years. You couldn't do that without skipping a year, but now you can. So it doesn't.
Yeah, but if they won't put you in the transfer portal, then you can't go.
Yeah, you can. You absolutely can, and you don't lose eligibility.
It's different when it comes to the athletic part of it. There's language that still ties you to the athletic department, even if you transfer.
Okay.
Like they still technically like own your rights, like they do if you're drafted. Almost, they still retain your rights.
That's just like
there was a debate earlier about that because there was the transfer portal is just the hub to get people to other schools, and that's all. And some other people made that mention where they were talking about, well, no, you're tied to the portal if you sign a contract. And then there was another person, it was a third person that said, no, you can't just unenroll. Otherwise you lose a year of eligibility if you do it in that route. And all three of them were back and forth. And the one that was the unenroll portion said, no, you can't do that. The transfer portal is your hub. They just kept arguing back and forth. And a lot of them had good points though. Like, does unenrolling from the college get you around having to enter the transfer portal? But where's the official language at though that states?
See, that's the thing. The school that owns your rights is the only one that can put your name into the portal. So Washington is refusing to do it. So technically, he can't sign nowhere now.
And I agree.
A perfect example of all this is a couple years ago, Jaden Manningham, who played for Michigan State and transferred to Michigan. He was in our athletic department, but still got his degree from Michigan State and showed up at Michigan State graduation with the Michigan cap on. Yeah. So it's the craziness. So even though he was enrolled in another school athletically, he was still academically at another school.
Okay. Interesting.
You remember that day?
I do.
Some guy pointed out a guy by the name of Lucas was another point where that took place. But I can't remember what position he played or what school he went to. Okay.
So what would you say about Alabama in the transfer portal?
Oh, yes. Oh, well, let's go back to last year when Nick Saban announced his retirement. They lost about 26 players. And then now, today, they lost about 14, including Ty Simpson declared, for the draft. But I don't know, like, the pros and cons, like y'all guys just talking about for the transfer portal, but I know Alabama loses a lot of players as we speak. They losing a lot of players. That's all I know.
A lot of players are entering the transfer portal, so it looks like a lot of teams are. I mean, we lost a ton because of our situation, but it seems like everybody's entering the transfer portal. Like, just everybody's just like, fuck it, and let's see. Let me roll the dice and let's see what happens.
Ohio Soft has lost 21 players.
Yeah.
Shit, they just lost a 5-star wide receiver corner they had
Yep.
from last year.
Two of them, Aaron Scott and Bryce West. I think
Yep.
West is going to and that's the thing too, is so and so is entering the portal with a do not contact tag. That already tells you they've been talking to somebody. Like,
Yeah.
even in the pros, like if we're gonna be like pros and handing out in the pros, you cannot tamper with other players that are contractual to other teams. So if I'm contracted to this school, you shouldn't be able to get a hold of them, man, until
until the season's over with. Once the season's over with, contact them all you want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it needs to be the same way with coaches. I don't think coaches should be able to leave mid-season or whenever, like Lane Kiffin situation. I don't think Lane Kiffin should have been able to leave like that and taking all these interviews across the country while he's still coaching. That, to me, that's tampering. You know what I mean? I don't like that aspect of it. I hate
it. I feel like they should honor their contract. If you sign a contract for 2 years, you got to do your 2 years. Sign a contract for 1 year, you go 1 year. I feel like that's what I feel like.
But see, the thing though with like the coaches though is they got buyouts. So you
only have to pay that buyout if you're fired. That's the only way you have to do that buyout. If you leave on your own, you don't get that buyout.
Yep.
If you're fired, you get that buyout. No, that's how it goes. You only get your buyout if you're fired. If you leave on your own, you don't get a buyout. Or you would see these coaches signing 1-year contracts.
Lane Kiffin had to pay Ole Miss to leave.
Did he? See, I didn't know that.
That's a buyout.
That's crazy.
You have to buy yourself out the contract.
Muddy Groove, man. Let's get your thought, man. When you heard your information, get ready to screen, John.
Man, like I was saying, the transport portal going crazy. Everybody's trying to find their way. I think it's crazy. It's not like it used to be, but the NIL did it. So, you know, they're trying to go somewhere where they can play and, you know, get their name, interest, and likeness, and they're trying to find their way. But like he said about Alabama, 14 people, they didn't left, but they starting to get some more people to come in. So we'll see when the season starts, see how that ball roll.
Miss Miami, your thoughts?
I don't have much to say. I think it's the new era of college football, so we just have to get used to it. I kind of like it. It's chaotic, but I like it. I like how everybody has a choice to leave, when they want to leave, how they want to leave. I think Lane Kiffin gets a lot of bad press, but the way college works, I mean, you can't really stay through the whole season because you're on the college schedule, you're on the academic schedule, so he can't. So and then these people have families. And then their kids want to enroll in school. They want to start the semester. So I think everybody should be able to leave when they want to leave. And I think it creates parity. So I'm for it.
Shit, this is America.
Exactly.
Ain't no way.
This is America. This ain't the Wild Wild West, which was transfer portal is. If they're gonna do the transfer portal, change the calendar for it. Don't allow the portal to open until after the season, until after the national championship. This portal opening right now.
I agree with that.
You got guys that are like in the CFP saying, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna leave. I'm leave my team and enter the transfer portal." Or say you want to enter the transfer portal because you know you can get more money from another school, but yet you're on the hunt for a national championship. You know what I mean? It's kind of like it's a catch-22 situation.
But see, now that is a choice because the kids that are in the playoffs, they get 5 days after to enter the transfer portal if they choose. So them leaving in the middle of their season, that's their choice.
I think that it would it'd make everything go more smoother if it was just
like
you can't do any movement until after the national championship. I think that's how it should be.
I give Michigan players a lot of credit because a lot of them who left, they stayed and played in our bowl game, which didn't mean shit, and then transferred. Like the the guy that Alabama just got, Strayhorn. He played right guard start in that game.
Sullivan played too, didn't he? Or
Yeah.
he get hurt. He got hurt though, didn't he?
Samaj played.
I think all Michigan players are bums, but that guy's the biggest bum of them all.
But my thing is, okay, with this transfer portal, if you're able to go from one school to another all the time, doesn't it downgrade the whole thing of National Signing Day? Like, what's the point of making a big deal of that if pretty much that 5-star player will go to, they're going to have all this big old press conference about one school, but yet they're going to go ahead and say they're going to that school, but then probably in another year, they're going to transfer and go to another school and then go to another school. So what's the point of having National Signing Day then?
I think that's where it comes. You shouldn't be able to transfer until after your sophomore year. If you sign a national letter to, or whatever they call the thing,
A national letter.
yeah, if you sign one of those coming out of high school and you get paid NIL money, you have to play 2 years. That initial contract should be 2 years. After your sophomore year, you're free to do whatever the hell you want. Your junior year, your senior year, say you get a medical red shirt that year. You can do whatever you want after that. But that first 2 years, so that school gets their whatever out of their investment, I think it should be 2 years.
Nick Saban said it, man, before he retired, man, they're gonna go down like this. So like
that's why he retired.
Exactly.
That's why you're gonna see a lot of these old head coaches get out of it.
Hey, I'm just looking at that. Like I'm looking at the rules. I actually found a guide. I have to get deeper in this because it won't get like to those little points that we're making about guys transferring at the last second or renewing. But I was just looking at this. Do you realize how many sports actually have a transfer portal? I just found
almost all of them, right?
Yeah, bowling, equestrian, like all these got transfer portals. It is crazy. Fencing, men's gymnastics, like all this stuff has transfer portals. I mean, I figured it would be like at least the normal big sports, but I didn't get it. I didn't think it would go that divide out.
That's why you're not gonna have no more power conferences no more because the talent is spread out now. It's pretty much spread out now. So it's just
there's still one power conference. Don't get it twisted.
Well, you got a lot of players who come in as like they come in like 5-star players, because they were the man or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or the woman in high school, and they're not getting the PT that they want to get in college. So they're like, oh well, that's this. I'm going somewhere where I know I'm gonna go ahead and shine, and they leave it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
Especially if you don't play at all. Like some of the players at Alabama, they didn't play, and they've been waiting to play for about probably 2 or 3 years now. Since season old, let me go somewhere so I can go and get started, still get my NIL and ball out. I mean, that's how it's going. I mean, like I said, Nick Saban already said it. He said it's gonna be like this. That's why he retired. So
yeah.
We get where he was already expecting.
Now, like those 2 and 3 year players, I absolutely agree with them wanting to transfer and stuff like that. But when you got a guy that comes in as a freshman, kind of have to earn his stripes, and after like the first half of the season, he's like, "Screw this, man! I'm getting like one snap of like every other game." Like, no, they don't want to work for it. They just want to move over to another place. I get it sometimes, but sometimes you got to work. You got to work to get to where you're at, but you transferring every other year. I mean, you're looking for the bag, but you're also hurting your own stock at the same time a lot of times.
But I think this, I mean, imagine you at a job and you want to leave your job and you can't leave your job. I mean, so saying that players can't leave when they want to leave, why? Nowhere in America you can not.
That's not the correct comparison. Pro football would be that job that you would compare to the job.
But they are semi-pro players.
Correct. But if I'm on a big team like Alabama, like you said, and I'm a guy that wants to go get my money, cool. I'm going to go to the next school. Let's say I go to the next school and they've already transferred in 3 other wide receivers and they're better than me. So now I'm stuck again, and now I'm going to transfer again. So I'm to another school, and maybe now I get at least I get good pay, but now I'm not getting. By the time I get to my senior year, I don't even have a resume, and I'm not even close to being in pro football.
Oh yeah, I mean some players are gonna get stuck in the transfer portal, and some players. I mean, we had this happen with Cormani McClain. He went to Colorado, and then he went to UF, and then Xavier Lucas, the player you were talking about before. This is why I say you have to be able to leave. His father was sick, so he wanted to leave Wisconsin, and he eventually withdrew from Wisconsin and enrolled back in Miami because his father is in Miami. So I mean, when you say, "Oh, they can't leave," I'm like, "Why?" And what in
No, I'm
America,
not
if you want to
saying they
leave?
can't.
No. I'm not saying you per se, but I'm saying the argument that the transfer portal is such a bad place because everybody's hopping in the portal. I think coaches should be able to leave when they want to leave. There'll be consequences, like some people say, there will be consequences. And players should be able to leave when they want to leave. There will be consequences, like with Cormani McClain. He took some hits. He's actually doing better at Florida than he was doing at Colorado, but that was his choice, and he'll live and die by the consequences. So that's what I think.
At the end of the day, as a high schooler or as a college player, obviously your agent, your mom, your dad, everybody has a huge influence on whether you should stay, go, or whatever. And that's fine. So as a grown adult, you are making a decision to go from one school to the other. That's free of choice. But you can't complain when you get to your senior year. Why aren't I in pro football? Why haven't I finished my degree? Like all that crap that's on you. If maybe if you stayed at one of those schools a little longer, got a little bit more coaching, didn't actually grinded it out, maybe you'd be there. I think it's equal across the board in terms of helping and hurting, but with the fact that you've got that many people in the portal, there's only so many positions available on rosters, and I think the majority is going to have to take a step back versus the actual amount that's in there. Like if what was it, Rich? Like 3,500 are in the portal or something like that.
4,000.
4,000.
It's 4,000. Yeah, I could see maybe 1,000 benefiting from it, but those the other 3,000. I'm not going to say that they're going to benefit, man. And some of them won't even catch on to a college at all. They'll be done.
Some of them going to still be on the bench.
Another thing people don't really talk about, man, is you're bouncing around from school to school to school. What kind of education are you getting?
Yep.
Say you don't make it to the league, bro. Then you're just like, well, fuck, I just spent 5-6 years in school and I ain't got no type of education.
Yep. No degree. You're just you're flapping in the wind.
Yep. With a bunch of money in your pocket.
Some of your credits don't transfer.
True.
Yep. So you got
Michigan has a real hard time getting guys in their first couple of years, undergrads, because a lot of their credits don't transfer. Hell, we had that problem with a guy coming from Stanford, and Stanford's one of the best schools in the academic schools in the United States.
And it's not the academic advantage that won't transfer. It's the type of teaching of that same course that they won't take because maybe Stanford taught a specific way in a class, but Michigan teaches a different way, and because it won't translate over, you have to take the class again because they didn't teach it the same way. I've had to do that several times. You know how many times I've had to take a freaking English class over and over again because I've transferred on damn times.
I mean, I think some of them, they don't like competition. And, like Deion Sanders said it best earlier this week. Don't chase the bag, chase greatness. He said, I chased greatness. And what comes with greatness? The bag.
The bag.
That's a great way to end that off right there. Let's get into these games, man. Down to the Final Four in the National College Playoff Tournament. Start with Miami versus Ole Miss. Paul, who you got?
I'm going to take Miami in this one. Like I said, I'm going to root for my Soldiers team. I got to back him. So especially because they beat Ohio State, so I definitely have to
Oh
back
my
him.
God, bro. Y'all
Yeah.
just hate is real, bro.
Mm-hmm. The U beat the O, so oh no.
Money Groove, man. Who you got, Money Groove?
I'm going with the SEC, man. I'm going with the Shark Attack. I'm going with Ole Miss.
Okay. Miss Miami, we know who you going with. Tell us the score.
Oh, I don't know. I don't do score predictions, but I think it's gonna be a close game, and I think Miami is gonna take it. Sorry, Ole Miss.
You let her get away with not making a score prediction, but every Lions freaking podcast, I got to do
She's
a
a
score
lady.
prediction.
You lady.
She's a lady.
I'm a
Whoa,
lady.
whoa, whoa. She's a
Well,
She's a
lady.
lady.
So what do I got to do?
Well, dude, we can't answer that on live
You
on
can't do
YouTube. We
that.
can't answer that.
No.
We ain't trying to get canceled.
I got
Hey,
it. I got
you
it.
Hey,
can
what was you calling
identify
Lenny? What was you
anything
calling
you want.
her?
I can. You're right.
what
I
was
can
your-
identify
oh,
as
no,
a woman
ladybugs.
and not have to do a score prediction.
Lady boy.
Well, the ladybugs. Rich, man. Who you got winning this game?
So I do like Ole Miss, and I do like the quarterback. But for trolling purposes,
Trolling purposes. I love it.
I want to see Carson Beck win it all. Because I want
That
to
ain't
see
fucking
that guy
happening.
right
Wow.
there.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna be one mad son bitch that dude wins it all. I'll tell you that. Hey, I'm gonna be one mad son bitch that son bitch wins it all, man. He'll still be a bum in my eyes, though.
Honestly,
He'll still be a bum.
He'll be a
honestly,
champion bum.
when Miami won, I thought a day because I was like, he was calling Carson Beck a bum. He was talking so bad about Carson Beck. So yeah, I
I
thought
bet.
of you when they won.
But ask Rich. I did it when Beck was on my team too.
Yeah.
Like when Beck was playing for me, I did it too. I've never liked Carson Beck. It ain't just because he left. I've never liked the dude.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you still feel that same way? Even you feel that same way?
Yeah, still feel that same way.
Carson Beck gonna
I've
be
seen,
40
I've
years
seen,
old playing
I've
for Miami.
seen, I've seen Gunnar Stockton make bigger throws than I ever seen Carson Beck make.
Yeah. I mean, he's not. I mean, he's not the best thrower, but I gained a lot of
Nah.
respect for him that last game where he put his body on the line and got the first down. He tough though.
Yeah, I'll give Beck credit on that one too. Nah, that was a hell of a play to see. I
Hey,
didn't expect that.
I've been trolling days since these playoffs started. I started by saying Carson Beck is going to knock Georgia out. I said, it's not possible. It's not possible.
It's not still not possible.
Hey, so when Georgia lost, and Miami won, I said, you're right. It's not possible.
Well, it's not.
Jamal, man, tell them why Miami gonna win.
Hey, let's not fool anybody. Rich has been freaking trolling Dave for like the last 3 years.
Well, I have taught Rich well. He is underneath my wing. He has been hate watching, and he understands it. It's fun to hate watch.
They just don't like it when it's coming at him.
No, fuck no, don't get that shit out of here. Go. Especially when I've been chirping 2 years about the guy, and he fucking made it farther than my guy. What the fuck?
Jamal, tell them why Miami and Carson Beck gonna win.
I believe that he's going to win because they went ahead. And I think it's going to be a close game. Score is going to be, I say, 24-20 Miami. Carson Beck's going to throw 2 touchdowns. Defense going to step up and do what they usually do. This ain't gonna be no easy walkover. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna, you know what I'm saying, think that, oh, it's just Ole Miss. We got this in the bag. This ain't happening. But I believe Carson Beck is going to be the reason why we win this game today. So 24-20, Hurricanes go on to the national championship to play in their own backyard. How about that?
Okay. Dang. Tell them why Carson Beck and Miami ain't gonna win.
You see the color blue I got on today, right? That's that Ole Miss blue. No, honestly, I'm gonna roll with my fellow Grand Rapids native Trinidad Chambliss. I just think the way he's playing right now, man, and the way Lacey's running the ball, I don't think Miami's seen anybody like that. Now, on the other hand, I don't think Ole Miss has really seen a front seven like Miami's got. But I'm going to roll with my Grand Rapids buddy, and I'm going to take Ole Miss 27-21. I think it's still going to be a close game.
Trey.
Yeah, like I said, man, I'm gonna roll with Ole Miss.
We know
Due
you
to the
SEC.
deep,
You
due to the
SEC.
defense. No, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. It don't matter what conference it is. Cause I was hoping Ohio State would beat Miami, but it didn't happen that way. But I'm gonna give it about 10 points, man. I'm gonna go 30, Ole Miss 20, Miami. Due to defense, it's gonna be a defensive game. It's gonna be really tough. But I pick Ole Miss.
You picking Ole Miss because of their defense?
That's who win championship. Sure, they
Because
like the offense.
but because of Ole Miss's defense, that's why.
They
Yeah,
on
but
the
Miami,
revenge
but,
to
but,
a
but, but
Miami
Miami,
Hurricane girl.
but Miami does,
But
Miami does have a good front seven though. I hands down, they one of the best
a
in the country. But
good front seven.
Talk your shit.
I'm talking
Yeah,
a
see,
good
no,
one,
no.
I'm just saying, like I understand.
SEC defense way better than that crap. The ACC, come on.
Really?
I mean, man, what?
Oh, okay.
ACC.
Okay, so
Okay,
because
Miami.
I
Hey, go call Clinton Porter. Say when the last time y'all won again? That was 2000 and what? 2002. Okay, keep
2001,
counting.
2001.
which is the
Keep
best
counting.
college football team of all time history, is that '01 Miami
And
Bullshit.
Hurricanes team.
Oh,
And
and
bullshit.
keep
Bullshit now.
keep counting the
Call
it
years.
is
bullshit on
Bullshit.
Keep
that one.
counting the
it is,
years.
Now.
hey man,
Keep
that
counting the years.
01 that '01 Miami Hurricane team is hands down the best college football team, and it's not even remotely close. They had like 30 first round draft picks on that team. Like they had, I mean, look at their running back room alone. I believe
Look
it
here,
was
man.
what
We had
McGahee,
we had
Bob
McGahee, we
Borders.
had Frank
Davenport,
Gore,
Najee Davenport was even there.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
we have
that.
Davin, let me see, we had Davenport, we had Willis McGahee, we had Frank Gore, we had Vince Wilfork, we had Andre Johnson, and we had Kellen Winslow Jr. And they rode the bench. Sean Taylor rode the
John Taylor played
bench.
special teams. John Taylor played
Yeah,
special teams.
oh
You
yeah,
know
I
what I
know.
mean?
But think
Like,
about it.
The other tight end,
Sean
Shockey.
Taylor rode
His
the.
name Shockey. The
Yeah.
other tight end.
Yup.
yeah,
Jeremy
Shockey.
Shockey. Yeah,
Yeah,
Shockey was our tight
Shockey.
end
Yeah,
that
Yep.
year.
yeah.
I'm just talking about our bench players. We know who the starters were.
I ain't talking about 2001. I'm talking about 2025, 26.
What was that fucking
Ole
tackle
Miss.
they had? Was it Bryant McKinney or whatever he was?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I was just asking Tremaine for clarification because I could understand picking Ole Miss for their offense. But their defense, I mean, that game where they played against Georgia, like that was some.
Trinidad is the truth.
Oh no. I'm saying
You better be sleeping on the
offense.
rock.
The offense is
Trinidad the
great.
truth.
The offense is great. I couldn't understand the whole good defense, but that's we'll see. I guess we'll
Man,
see on
the
Thursday.
SEC got the best defense around. You
Not
play
on
the
this.
SEC.
Not
Am
If
I the
Miami,
only one who
if, Mi-
think?
hold on,
Am I the?
if Miami came to the
SBC.
SEC, and Miami came to the SEC, I swear for God, they will have a hard time coming out that mug. I promise you that. I
Mm.
promise you that.
Then you say, am I the only one who think that everybody who's in the SEC right now is giving all of their energy to Ole Miss to be like, please win to keep the SEC alive for us, please, please,
Mm-hmm.
please.
You
Hell yeah.
doggone
Yes, they
right.
are.
Hell
You
yeah.
doggone right.
See, that's why I want
That
SEC
means
to
better,
lose
You
baby.
and folks
doggone right.
say
That
that.
means better.
Yeah. We believe this, homeboy.
Who you saying, Ray?
SEC is not the powerhouse that they think they are.
They are not.
Right.
Cause
Ole
the
Miss,
transfer
Ole
portal.
Miss ain't turning
Because the
into.
transfer portal, I promise you, the
Oh,
transfer portal wasn't existing. I guarantee you, SEC was still running.
Exactly. Now that
It's
Ole
still
everybody
Miss,
else
running.
is
Ole
not
Miss ain't
It's
running,
turning
still
into.
y'all
running.
don't stand a chance, and y'all hate it because y'all wanted all that
Right.
under the table. You get a house, you get a car, your mama get a car. Now everybody can just spend. Yeah.
Now everybody got cars.
Everybody got cars.
Right.
Everybody got cars and
Motherfuckers ain't
houses.
taking the bus no more. They all got cars.
All got cars.
All
What
right, let's
about
get to
this?
this last game. We got Oregon versus Indiana. Trey, I'm gonna start with you. Who you got winning?
You saw me?
Yep.
Man, Indiana, hands down. It ain't gonna even be close because Oregon struggled, like I said, against Texas Tech, man. And Indiana defense is just outstanding. They just playing lights out football, and that's what it takes to win a national championship. You got to have the defense to match it. But now Oregon, don't get me wrong, they're going to show up, but it's gonna be like I think a guy from any other quarterback. I can't call his name right. I don't remember nobody's name, but
Fernando Mendoza.
I think Mendoza will beat Oregon by 21.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
Yeah, who you got?
Okay.
You need the score. You need the score.
Oh, you give us a score if you want to.
No, I'm not good. I'm gonna say about 21 points. I don't know. I was gonna say about 21, about 3 touchdowns. I say
Did,
that.
Dede, who you
did,
got?
did you actually? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Jamal. Go ahead, Jamal.
Yeah, go ahead, Jamal.
Did you actually say that Oregon struggled against Texas Tech?
They did.
They did.
They did.
They did.
They did.
They
But
did.
look, what was the final? But what was the final score?
Man, it's to stop with that. If you watch the game, you know it wasn't.
Just
That,
I know.
that's a, that's another one. That's
watched
one
it.
of them. That's
I
one of
watched
them
the
games where
game.
the score doesn't dictate how the game went.
I watched the game, but in the end, they scored nothing. That's what I'm
Oregon scored
saying.
one touchdown. Oregon scored one touchdown in that game. One, two, kick 2 field goals at that. Now Texas Tech defense
Texas Tech
held
scored.
they held their defense to them. They got burnt out in
I got
around
that.
that third and the fourth quarter. They
In
got
the
burnt
end,
out.
they're not going to be look. In the end, nobody's going to be.
And
The real football, enthusiasts like us is going to be looking at it like that. But to the average person, it'll be like Texas Tech didn't score anything. They can be looking at it like they got beat up and stuff like that. But on to the next game. It is very hard to beat a team twice. Very, very difficult to beat a team twice in college football. Indiana's closest game pretty much all season was against Oregon. And that win that they had at Oregon put them on the map. Actually put Mendoza on the map.
Mm-hmm.
It
he won
really
the Penn
did.
against the point
'Cause
Penn State. They played against Penn State, put him on the map with the catch of the year. I don't know who the wide receiver he throw to.
They play Oregon before they play Penn State, though.
I understand that, but I'm just saying though, the guy, man, that guy gonna shred Oregon. I'm
I
just
don't
gonna be
see
quiet.
how Oregon played
I
Indiana.
apologize, bro, but Oregon gonna shred them. I'm gonna let
I
you
don't
talk. Go
see
ahead.
how
I'm sorry.
Oregon played them
I
tough.
think I think
But
this gonna be the close. I think this game's gonna be a lot closer than people think, and this is gonna be Indiana's toughest game probably all season long, because Oregon knows exactly what Indiana's coming with, and vice versa. I'm
That's
still gonna
almost like
pick
they didn't play
Indiana.
Ohio State.
Yeah, I'm still
They
I'm
know
still I'm
everybody
still
discrediting that game. Go ahead.
I'm still gonna pick Indiana. I'm gonna pick it 27-24, but this is gonna be probably the game of the playoffs right here. So
I, I can't really argue against that. That actually sounds.
Rich, who you got?
man, this is a tough one, man, because I like the Indiana story, man. But at the same time, you know, gotta support my Detroit brother, man, Dante Moore, man. He's repping the D, baby. So I'd like to see him too, because he started at UCLA and came to Oregon, sat a year behind Gabriel, and then now he finally getting his chance in his junior year. So this is a tough one, man. I'm gonna go with my roots though. I'm gonna pick Oregon.
Miss Miami, who you got?
I don't like Oregon. I don't like the coach. I don't like the team. But this is a tough one because I remember Jamal keeps saying, it's very difficult to beat a team twice. But I still think Indiana is the better team. I don't know though if Indiana is gonna start smelling themselves a little bit because they've been like everywhere. I've seen them on 60 Minutes. I've seen them, giving interviews everywhere. So I don't know if they're gonna start inhaling their own fumes. But I'm gonna pick Indiana.
And they're gonna kick ass.
Hmm.
Yeah, ain't now gonna kick ass, man.
Money Groove, you shouldn't be any quick ass. Who you got? Well, basically saying who you got, but let her know who you got. And why.
Jesus Christ.
Indiana, man, I'm around with Jersey, bro. He been in, man. That man don't show no pity, show no emotions, and his team they balled out, man. Man, that game against Alabama, bro, it just was like they were practicing, bro, for the next round. Oh God. So I'm riding with Indiana, man. I'm riding with Indiana. I want to see Indiana and Ole Miss in the championship. I think that was gonna happen. Sorry, Miami girl.
We'll see. We'll see.
Chris,
see.
man, who you got?
Damn,
Yeah,
Mello, what are
I
you
think
doing?
it's a tough
dumbass?
decision too, as well. And that second team beating the team twice is very difficult to think about. The last score was 30-20, man. But I'm gonna go with the Big Ten, and I'm gonna take Indiana. But it's only
They're
gonna be
both
by
Big
like
Ten.
it's
Both
what?
on Big Ten.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Both of
well,
them are Big Ten.
not they are, but not the original. So I'm still
Mm.
going with Indiana. I
you
know
know
they're
he
both.
old school, Day.
Yeah, I'm old.
Mhm.
I know where that one came from, but I know where one has always been. So Indiana's going to be my pick by like 7.
All right, man. I appreciate everybody coming
Well,
in.
I don't. Hold up. What the fuck? I don't get to pick.
Oh, I got you.
The
I
fuck?
got you. My bad,
Uh-huh.
Day. I got you. My bad, Day. My bad.
Well, I got personal beef with Oregon right now, especially their basketball team. They cost me my parlay the other night. They were the last leg and they lost. So I'm not fucking with anything Oregon, especially no damn Ducks. I'm gonna take Indiana. And I don't think it's remotely close, bro. I think the way Indiana's playing right now on both sides of the ball, that O line that Indiana has, man, they're not letting anything close to Mendoza. I don't like Mendoza. I think Mendoza's a good quarterback, but I don't like his personality. He's kind of a weirdo to me.
Mm-hmm.
But that none of that shit matters once they put them pads on and put that helmet on. I don't care what you are, unless you're a chomo. We don't fuck with that.
Man, you shouldn't put Oregon on your ticket, man. On the
Nah.
basketball scene, you shouldn't did that one.
Hey, they were favored. They were minus 330 to win. Come on now, that's
Oh
easy
no,
money.
I still won. No.
But I'm gonna take Indiana 35-14.
I apologize, Day.
Uh-huh.
All right, with
Better.
that said, sorry, my friend. Appreciate y'all coming spending an hour and 20 minutes with us, man. Do us a favor. Please go to Detroit Fan Report on YouTube and hit the subscribe button. Before we get out of here, I'm going to let everybody know where they can find them at. Make sure you tap in with all their social media. Starting with Chris.
Yeah, you can find me on X at Crazy Hockey Fan and on Instagram at OnePrideNation_24.
Money Groove.
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook, Money Groove Snyder. You can find me on here. You know, catch me on Facebook though. I do the football reaction. I will do it this year. I'll be doing Alabama and Colorado. So, y'all did check me out. I do music. I do karaoke too. So y'all can check me out on my page.
For sure. That Miami girl.
Yeah, I just do a podcast on Spotify and I talk about the Canes. It's under that Miami Hurricane Girl.
What's up? Day.
Hey, you can find me right here. Pretty much just a college football show for the rest of the college football season.
We might
I
start
have
Detroit
social media and all that, man. And you can follow me. You can whatever if you want. I don't really be on it like that though, but yeah. You're about to catch me in the bed because I'm tired of shit.
For real.
Jamal.
Yeah, Jamal.
Jamal on mute.
Yeah.
Going on.
I'm probably gone.
Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let them know where they can
Okay.
find you at,
You
Jamal.
can find me on Facebook under Jamal Baker. You can find me Facebook. You can find me here on the college football. You can find me on the NFL right here also too. Or you can find me usually where I'm at right now, work. So,
Sure.
I told you he was at work.
Richie Rich.
Washington,
Let them know
D.C.
where they can find you at.
Man, you can find me always hating on Ohio soft. You can find me trolling day. You can find me on Exit Rigs
The
928.
only thing you can do is because the football team's not worth a damn this year. Losing
Hey,
the
Right.
fucking
What?
Cheez-It Bowl. Look more like fucking Kroger brand Cheez-Its.
hey, you in Cancun with me, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, Kroger is a step up from Walmart, so I mean.
I'll give Michigan a little bit of credit.
Trey,
Not
man,
much.
let them know where
I'm
they can
talking
find you
about
at,
our
bro.
Lions team, Day.
Hey, you
Huh? I didn't hear you.
can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Tremaine Shakar Brown. Also, I'm working on my own podcast. I might call them the Guru because everything I say you got to take it to the bank. I guarantee you'll win. So I'm gonna work on my sport talk. You feel what I'm saying? You can catch me on Money Groove. It's football reaction. You can catch me right here. I'm new to this, so y'all gonna catch me right here, faithfully right here on the Detroit Fan Report and the college report. So y'all be safe. Take care. Have a good day. Good
Appreciate
night.
you.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say.
man. All right, with that said, man, make sure you hit the subscribe button. This is your college football playoff show. Catch y'all next week when we find out who win the national championship. With that said, we out. Good night. Peace.